Please remain standing for a moment of silence. I'd ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the brave servicemen and women serving our country, both here and abroad, as well as those in our town who've lost a loved one as a result of an overdose addiction issue. And please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Please be seated. Okay, would the clerk call the roll?
Here.
Councilman McSweeney? Here. Councilman Gregory? Here. Supervisor Schaefer?
And I am here.
Councilman Martinez?
I'm here too.
So all five are present for today. Just by way of explanation, this is the Wednesday, August 31st, 2022 meeting of the Babylon Town Board. If you're here for your first time, and for those of you who might be viewing us on our YouTube channel, live at 3:30 on August 31st, the meeting is divided up into three sections. First is dedicated to the public hearings. We don't have any public hearings scheduled for today, so we'll skip on to the second portion, which is dedicated to the agenda. And there are agendas available on the table up front, so if you're interested in addressing the board on any of the items listed on the agenda for that, we also ask you to come up and fill out a card up front. And the third portion is the open portion, and that's when residents can come forward and address the board on any matters concerning town government or town services that are not on today's agenda. And for that, we ask you to fill out a card as well. When you do come forward, just state your name and address for the stenographer's benefit up at the podium, and we ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel today, you can click on the link below the description, and that will allow you to speak to the board about any items that you might see on the agenda, that you want a question answered or a comment referred to members of the board. If you're watching us at a future time, not at 3:30 on August 31st, not live, you can still use that same link under the description, and you'll be able to send us a message, and we'll be happy to get back to you regarding any matter concerning town government or town services. So with that, I'm going to go into the agenda for today. Do we have any cards on the agenda?
And there's one more coming.
Okay, I'll call Carmine Fury. Carmine? Because this is resolution, which is setting the public hearing. Joe, what's the, this is on cannabis? 729. So, I'm sorry, Carmine, just state your name and address for the record.
Sure. Carmine Fiore, 11 Old Farm Road, Levittown, New York, 11756.
Thank you, Carmine.
Great. I'm here again. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Again, I'm here as your local friendly cannabis prospective retailer. So we all know that cannabis zoning is a big issue when it comes to prospective retailers, all right? The state came out with a lot of information the past couple of weeks regarding cannabis. If you guys have any questions, I would love to speak to you about it. A little quick information, the state came out, they said 20 dispensaries will be granted for conditional adult use retail dispensaries on Long Island. Those numbers were based on the population of Long Island of 3.1 million. They did not take into consideration that only 3 townships on Long Island opted in. So they're trying to squeeze 20 dispensaries in 3 townships. And I looked at all the available real estate in the town of Babylon, and it is very, very, very limited in what we can get. Right now in the town of Babylon, there's about 9 pieces of property for sale or for lease. All of them are over 18,000 square feet, and none of the landlords are willing to split or sublet those pieces of property. 2 of them wouldn't even speak to me once I mentioned cannabis. There is 1 piece of property for sale that is perfect square footage at 3,600 square feet in the prospective cannabis zoned area, but they would not even speak to me because I mentioned cannabis. So these are the issues that we're looking at. I'm not Acreage Holdings. I don't have $30 million in the bank. I don't have money to throw at whatever or whoever to make my problems disappear. I'm trying to do everything by the books and with relationships I've built. And, I'm just asking for help from the town to help me find a piece of property in the town of Babylon so I could operate an adult use retail dispensary with you guys.
Sure.
You
So
know?
what we'll do is we'll ask Matt McDonough, who's our special counsel, and the planning department to work with you. They're going to put out the proposed code today. That's part of this resolution.
Yes.
And it's also got the map, which outlines by tax map number and location all of the potential sites that could be available. So
Yes.
we'll have them work with you on that. And we appreciate your advice as well.
Thank you. I did want to mention something around regarding that map. You currently have one medical dispensary in the town of Babylon, the Botanist in Farmingdale. They are located in a B business district.
Correct.
Because they are a medical facility.
Right.
365 days after the first sale, they will turn into a hybrid store.
Right.
And I would say 90% of their business will be in adult use.
Right.
So there's that issue where they're allowed in a business area and me, a small, mid-sized business that's new to the area, won't be because I'm not grandfathered in.
Right.
So there's that issue as well. So I did want to speak to you and the planning department regarding that as well.
Yes, yeah, we're aware of that issue, and we're trying to currently figure out what we do with that.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
I look
Conrad.
forward to your calls or correspondence.
Yeah, we'll get Matt in touch with you.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great afternoon, guys.
You too, thank you. Okay, that's it for the agenda, unless 148 Steel is not. That's just the county. Okay, so we're going to go into the agenda. Action on the consensus resolution agenda. I'll make a motion to approve, seconded by Councilman Mineta. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Consensus agenda is approved. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make that motion now. Yeah. So I'm going to make a motion to move resolutions 700, 708, and 709 from the consensus agenda to the resolution agenda, so that the resolution, the consensus agenda that was just adopted will be adopted without those three resolutions. Second by Councilman Martinez. All those in favor? Opposed? So resolutions 700, 708, and 709 are now moved to the resolution agenda. So now we'll take action on the resolution agenda. So first resolution will be 700.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Martinez.
Yes.
Councilman Mineta.
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney.
Yes.
Councilman Gregory.
Yes.
Supervisor Schaefer.
And I'll abstain. So that resolution's adopted, 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention. Resolution 708.
I offer 708. Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Martinez.
Yes.
Councilman Mineta.
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney.
Yes.
Councilman Gregory. Supervisor Schaefer.
Yes. Resolution's approved, 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention, and resolution 709.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Martinez.
Yes.
Councilman Mineta.
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney.
Yes.
Councilman Gregory. Supervisor Schaefer.
And I'll abstain on that resolution. Resolution's adopted, 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention. Resolution 730.
I offer resolution 730. Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Martinez.
Yes.
Councilman Mineta.
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney.
Yes.
Councilman Gregory. Supervisor Schaefer.
And I'll abstain on that. Resolution's adopted, 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention. Resolution 731.
I'll offer resolution 731.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 732.
Resolution 732.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 733.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 734.
I offer 734.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 735.
I offer 735.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 736.
Resolution 736.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 737.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 738.
I offer 738.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 739.
I offer 739.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 740.
Resolution 740.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 741.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 742.
I move resolution 742.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 743.
I offer resolution 743.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 744.
Offer resolution 744.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 745.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. That's it for the resolution, so we'll go to the open portion to the cards. Luis Mendez.
Good afternoon, members of the board, town supervisor,
Good afternoon.
and electeds. It is an honor to be able to be in front of you. My name is Louis Mendez. I am the founder of Empowering Young Professionals of Long Island, former deputy director of the Nassau County Office of Minority Affairs, volunteer firefighter for 3 years in the East Meadow Fire Department, along with being an EMT. In addition to that, a 3-term elected at the Huntington Station Business Improvement District. In addition to that, our organization, Empowering Young Professionals of Long Island, 13 out of the 27 members are Narcan certified. So I appreciate the families that are here today. I congratulate the town supervisor for taking that initiative. More importantly, I want to make sure that you understand why I'm here. One of the things about government, after serving 8 years in government at the highest levels in the county, is about being able to protect the biggest responsibility is protecting those who are vulnerable, specifically the poor and those in need. The reason why I'm here is roughly about 2.5 weeks ago, I witnessed a Facebook page where the enforcement of the town's code pertaining to peddler's license was boasting about, specifically speaking, taking mangoes and flowers from folks that were selling on the street. Notwithstanding the fact that there is a safety issue being posed by that situation from both a pedestrian perspective and a safety perspective to those who are eating the mangoes, I realized that there was an opportunity to be able to do something better than that. You know, when you guys adopted your budget plan, you mentioned in the budget plan that money was tight, right? And so if it's tight for government, imagine how tight it could be for folks that can make ends meet. Price of gas, price of food, eggs, milk, and all those things that we use on a daily basis as Americans or immigrants that come to live on Long Island puts a burden on the families. And it takes a lot for someone to go stand on a corner and sell a mango and flowers. It takes a lot. I come from a family where my mom was a peddler. She used to go to the old Roosevelt Raceway flea market, buy jeans in bulk, and then sell them by knocking on doors of her friends. In addition to that, she then went to Canal Street, bought gold at a discount, gold chains, gold rings, and then would go house to house doing that. That's how she raised her son and her daughter. Today we have in the town tamale sellers. We have minuta sellers, which is the eye shavings. We have mango sellers, all of them without a license, trying to make ends meet. I could tell you exactly where they are, but if I did that, I would expose them to them not being able to make a living to be able to make ends meet. So instead of creating a problem and not having a solution, we bring a solution to the table. We know that the laws are on the books sometimes because we want to protect small businesses. I own 5 businesses. One of them is Empowering Young Professionals, an LLC. 2 of them are 2 social media-based radio stations. One is a real estate entity. So I'm an entrepreneur. None of the mango sales and the flower sales will be hurting my business. And I will not go bankrupt because they're selling 50 mangoes every 2 or 3 days. What I would say to you is that we're willing to partner at Empowering Young Professionals and pay for all their licensing process if they meet the criteria that we impose on a case-by-case basis. That's one. Number 2, I got a great friend in the county. His name is Steve Balone. He's willing to put forth the Department of Health to be able to teach these folks the 16-hour training course so that they can handle the food properly. And then we could even partner with the police department, right? I'm an ethnic sensitivity trainer since 2007 at the Nassau County Police Department. No one graduates without going through my class. And so we could do things proactively to make sure that folks have the ability to make a living safely. But if all you did was enforce something and left people in limbo, and then came up with perhaps ideas that this is a mango mafia, that wouldn't be right. There is no such thing as a mango mafia in Nassau or Suffolk County. It's just folks trying to make a living. And over 1,000 people complain about the way the town handled it. I think it was more on the boasting of the Facebook page. So I thank you for hearing me out.
Thank you.
And I hope that we could work together on making a real solution to this problem that comes and goes depending on the season.
Great,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pilar Moya?
By the way, I'm sorry, Town Supervisor. I did promise that everyone was going to get a mango today. I have them. So I just want to let you know, everyone here is going to get a mango.
Thank you.
Flowers, like seriously. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
everyone.
Pilar.
Sorry, I'm
Good
short.
afternoon. Just
My-
state, yeah.
My name is Pilar Moya Mancera. I am here today to speak on behalf of the Hispanic Advisory Board of Suffolk County on a recent social media post that was posted on the Town of Babylon government Facebook page regarding the street vendors that were issued summonses and had their merchandise confiscated for selling flowers and fruits at the intersection of Route 110 and Main Street in East Farmingdale. Whew. The Suffolk County Hispanic Advisory Board is truly appalled by the way these vendors were treated by the town. It is one thing to issue the summons, but confiscating their merchandise was unnecessary. They could have taken those fruits home and fed themselves and their families. Although no names were mentioned in the post, posting this incident on social media was humiliating to these two individuals. They were punished for trying to make a living both publicly and privately. Street vendors are entrepreneurs. They should be encouraged and supported, not criminalized. The street vendor was not taken away from the local florist shops. Florist shops provide beautiful flower arrangements. These vendors were selling the cheapest of the flowers on very small bouquets, as seen on the pictures that were posted on social media. The peddler's vehicle license and the operator license process is not something the town could do more education in the community, and especially for immigrants. You know, navigating the American government, our local government system, it's very difficult, especially with the language barriers. The town perhaps could educate the community on this resource by making it accessible in all the languages represented in this beautiful Babylon community. Additionally, the application itself needs to be available on the website on other languages. Instead of focusing on criminalizing the poor who are trying to make an honest living, the town should focus on creating employment opportunities for these individuals. There are a lot more pressing and serious matters the town could focus on to improve the lives of its residents and be more welcoming to newcomers. How do we move forward? I would suggest the town involve its Human Services Department and members of the Babylon Town Hispanic American Advisory Board to help communicate these types of messaging. From my experience working in nonprofits and working close to the people in need, I know the needs of the people. The messenger must be a trusted community member that speaks and looks like the people being addressed. The board could also involve the local not-for-profits and other members of the community who are here today, engage us, and let us be part of the solution. How about holding perhaps a press conference that is available in other languages, whether it's Haitian Creole, Spanish, Korean, in all these beautiful languages that represent this beautiful community, so that we can warn the public about these issues before criminalizing the poor and confiscating their goods. According to the U.S. Census data collected in 2020, 21.5% of the town of Babylon population is Hispanic or Latino. Latinos now represent the largest minority group here in Babylon and in Suffolk County. They are vital, growing members of the community, and we must engage them the best way possible. The town of Babylon is beautiful, diverse, a beautiful, diverse community. I'm almost done. In times of economic downturn following a major public health crisis, we need to show compassion to each other. We must recognize that people are still feeling the economic effects of COVID, the continuous rise of inflation, and the overall rise of the cost of living. It is important to recognize the story behind the people and to not dehumanize people who are simply trying to make a living. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Pilar. Alice Purnell. Good evening.
I was here in July complaining about
Just,
the property.
if you could just state your name and address.
Alice Purnell, 146 Steel Place, Amityville.
Thank you.
I was here in July, put a complaint about the property on 148. Even though I'm thankful that the property's being mowed and they did the hedges and stuff.
Yeah, we got the County of Suffolk.
Right,
to
and
do
they
that.
sent me the emails, but I was wondering, I heard about the property supposed to be auctioned twice, and I just want to know is it still being on the auction block?
We can find out from Suffolk County. They are responsible for that. So we don't set those rules or determine what properties are on there. but we'll contact the county and find out for you.
I know because the property really is an eyesore.
Yeah.
And it's bringing down the property value
Yep.
of my neighbors
Yep.
and myself.
That's why we encourage them when they do hold property that they dispose of it as quickly as possible.
Okay, thank
And
you.
we'll let you know, Alice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I don't have any other cards, so I'll take a motion from Councilman Gregory, second by Councilman Martinez to close adjourn the meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.